Hello, and welcome to Top Tips for Independent Living, presented by Independent Living Nova Scotia. I'm Michelle. Today we're going to talk about accountability. Accountability is an obligation and willingness to commit to and accept responsibility for your actions and choices. Accountability means a lot of things. It can be a willingness to admit mistakes, apologize for your mistakes, and work towards fixing them. But it can also mean accepting feedback and criticism in a constructive way. Accountability means displaying an honest and ethical approach to life and work and meeting the commitments that you make. At work, accountability can be monitoring the quality of your work and always doing your best, but also being able to work independently on tasks and get your work done on time and correctly. Accountability is essential for life and work. So let's dive into my top tips for accountability. Tip number 1, be responsible. Responsibility and accountability often get treated as the same thing, and while they do complement each other, they're actually different. Accountability is an obligation to answer to your responsibilities, but responsibility is knowing what you need to do. For example, at work, you're responsible to do the things in your job description, but simply doing the things in your job description is the bare minimum. Here's an example of what I mean. Let's say your job is to vacuum the floors at an office building. But one day you get to work and plug in the vacuum and the fuse blows. Is it your responsibility to fix fuses? No, that's not in your job description. But it is your responsibility to clean the floors. So to be accountable in this situation, you need to find another way to clean the floors by calling for help, finding a battery-powered vacuum, etc. With responsibility, you have an obligation to act. But to be accountable, you have an obligation to answer for your actions. In this way, accountability is a personal choice. Our bosses and our job description can hold us to our responsibilities, but we must be accountable for our own choices and actions, or lack thereof. Tip number 2, be empowered but also humble. Accountability is a balance of these two traits. Being empowered means owning your behaviors and choices in the face of obstacles and risks. When you make a choice, have conviction behind your choice and be accountable for all of the outcomes, whether your choice was right or wrong. Being humble means using criticism to learn and move forward. Being accountable means knowing that you can improve and wanting to make changes to be better. Be willing to answer for your actions without blame, shame, or guilt for yourself or for others. Accountability means not bringing others down, giving them the opportunity to be accountable for themselves without calling them out in a judgmental way. Having humility behind your accountability means you can take all the credit for all the things you do really well, as long as you take responsibility for the things you did incorrectly, apologize, and move forward. Tip number 3, have integrity. Integrity means having strong moral principles and sticking to them. These values and principles are unique to you. You need to decide what you stand for and stick to your guns. Being accountable means others can rely on you to have a strong set of values that you adhere to help you make the right decisions and stick to them. Tip number 4, learn to apologize. As we talked about humility in tip number 2, being accountable means facing up to the mistakes you make and working towards improving. This often requires you to apologize to others. A strong and sincere apology can go a long way. Simply saying "I'm sorry" is often not enough. A great apology is saying that you're sorry, outlining the mistakes you've made, and offering up solutions to improve the situation. This shows true accountability about how your actions affect others and a willingness to improve for next time. Remember, give feedback and recognition to others when they're accountable too. Recognize that it takes courage and vulnerability to do this. But don't forget to reward yourself for your success. It's hard work to be accountable. Accountability is a choice, and you have to make it. Only you can hold yourself accountable. That's it for these top tips. Thanks for watching.